This will be our 10th road game this year. We would love to finish with a 5-5 record on the road. Obviously, we would love to have been above 500 in the Big Ten, but that can't happen right now. But it is it's a goal for us. This is you guys can do the research, but I know the history of winning at Purdue is not a tremendous history. And we did get them there last year in a hard-fought, last balls in the air type of game. I think we played great. And we played with great toughness. We're going to have to do that again. A lot like we did this past Sunday.
John, I know you said earlier today, or yesterday, whatever it was, Stauskis practiced.
Yeah, he did.
Is he all set to play? I mean, is he cleared and all that sort of thing?
I don't expect anything right now, anything different than him playing.
I mean, and he showed no, I mean, were you surprised at all?
He's got his eye he doesn't look like the same, he's certainly got an injury to his eye. No, I loved the way he bounced back. He showed really toughness. I loved it. Yeah, he jumped right into because he didn't get many minutes in the game. He jumped right into our All-Star game, played 20 minutes, so that's good.
Right here, John.
You alluded to it a little bit, but winning a game with a score in the 50s against one of the more physical teams in the Big Ten, what does that do for all those things that you have been stressing about, toughness and all that?
Well, it gives, we've been edging closer and closer to it, as every practice this year, but it's just really hard. And so for us to actually go out and do what we did, and there's still some areas to clean up, to do what we did in that game against one of the more physically demanding games we'll play all year, is a lot for us to understand, okay, I survived it, I can do it, and I can be better at it. So I'm just really proud of the guys. I mean, I think when they went to the weight room yesterday, they felt good about themselves, and any workout we did yesterday was very light, but it was things that we've been emphasizing, and maybe a few epiphanies in the middle of it as well, to say, okay, I did it, and that was hopefully will define this team even more down the road, because they'll grow from it.
Michael, on your right. Will Stauskis have to wear anything like protective or like a mask?
I don't know. Probably just a Band-Aid. Yeah, it's just above his eye. It's just but I don't think there's anything you can put on that one.
And with the way Levert played in his absence, does he kind of get more minutes, especially because maybe the way he's played over the past?
Well, he is. In that particular game, he really did extremely well for us defensively, given who he was guarding, how he guarded him. And so did a wonderful job there. So that usually happens, yeah. When we see a guy come off it's no different than you see a guy come off and he comes off the bench and he scores 22. Well, he's probably going to play more minutes. Well, he kept Gary Harris from scoring 22. He really guarded him well. So it does usually deserve more time.
On your left, Chris.
I imagine you saw Purdue's game against Wisconsin?
Yeah, it was great before our game, so parts of it.
Okay. What are they doing better now than maybe they were doing when they were losing?
Well, DJ Burr went 6 for 6 from 3, and
right.
that's, he's such a tremendous shooter. I think that Teron Johnson is also shooting the ball. Last 5 games, Teron Johnson shooting 40% from 3. When they came into our game, DJ Burr was maybe shooting 33% in Big Ten play, and maybe less than that, and Teron was as well. So they're shooting better from 3 with those two guys, and that opens up the floor for all their guys that just get into the lane. I thought the other big guy, Martuch, I think his name is, he really helped them. He was all over the place hustling, and that's a big, that was a big plus for them as well.
We'll go back to Nick.
How much do you, I mean, you said the other day too, with a mix of the big lineup, the medium size, whatever you want to call it, lineup. I mean, where's the line in this at this point?
I think it all depends on who we're playing and where I fear they could. I mean, that is both offense and defense. When we're running offense against some teams, a bigger lineup is not the right thing to do, and in others it is a great idea. And the same thing, it flips to defense. Same thing. So it all depends on who we're playing, what that particular matchup is out there. And I think the league is pretty well split down the middle in some respects. And the thing that flipped us was Jordan's injury, because he was our best perimeter for defensive man, and probably the guy that knew our offense the best as well from 2 positions.
Straight up the middle, Andy.
Last 2 or 3 games, the team hasn't been shooting from 3 very well, especially the last one. Is that anything defenses are keying on you guys, or is it just a slump you
No,
got?
I think we've had some good shots sometimes, and did not go in, but you're gonna go through this during the season at different times, so, there's some teams that are also saying, you're not gonna leave you open on the three. You're gonna have to finish at the rim, you're gonna have to finish through your big men, we're not leaving the shooters. Or sometimes we've just had open shots, so it's only about 2 or 3 shots difference probably, but anybody knows we're a better team when we have a game that has both. We have paintball and we have, good action around the arc and guys you have to guard.